Good morning, my fellow yogic travelers. I'm mighty glad to be alive today, and I hope that you are too, as we continue to live, laugh, love, learn, linger, and live the life we love. Check out this short PowerPoint presentation. This is the Ting, T-I-N-G, in the Book of Changes, the I Ching. And so this is about the cauldron, which means what we receive, what has been bequeathed to us from the ancestors, because this creates civilization as we pool together the knowledge of the collective, and hopefully it moves society forward over the years. All right, so what do we have to say about this? Well, I'm talking about domesticating intuition. So the first thing we want to understand is, oh, you make me want to legitimize your victim complex. No, not me, not going to do it. So you have to ask yourself, what are you willing to legitimize? CNN, MSNBC, Fox News? I don't think so. Not even NPR. So you want to domesticate your intuition? You have to have a conscious life review. Oh, it was terrifying. I was on my laptop when the plane went down and my entire hard drive flashed before my eyes. Oh, we're all so hacked. You want to develop intuition? You're going to move into real reality instead of virtual reality. Now, I'm in that position where I'm being reminded by my teachers before me that elders fly for the spiritual good of the community. So joy is not supposed to be a crumb. We're supposed to use our life experiences to share our wisdom, our medicine, in the terms of the stories that we've picked up along the way. Now, in some traditions, it's the inability to go into trance that's suspect, where a lot of times in our tradition, we think if somebody goes into one of those altered states like that, we want to medicate them. We don't want them flying around picking up information from other dimensions, right? We think that that's weird. But in other cultures, not being able to go into trance says there's something wrong with you psychologically that you can't let go. All right, oral transmission, really important. If you could domesticate intuition, I highly recommend that you have somebody, a teacher, a mentor, a friend, somebody whose words really help open things for you, unpack things for you, get clarity, or challenge you at the same time. Because the modern day Upanishad of sitting up close next to the teacher and hearing their words of wisdom to put the beads of truth on your mala, it's not just a lost art, it's just something that's time tested. I suggest you find someone who appeals to you that way and then pass it on yourself. You know, accountability is to other people and integrity is to yourself. Oh, you got a problem with avoiding personal accountability? Yeah, and whose fault is that? You don't put it on anybody else. The buck stops here. Yoga is about self responsibility. Even if your life is at risk, you can't deny what you know to be true. They might kill you for saying 2 and 2 is 5. You know it's 4. Are you willing to die for that? The rules of life. Yeah, this is my truth, and it takes responsibility to live to it, right? Because what are the consequences of the impact? Actions have consequences, and you may have a lasting impact on the rest of your life. Think about karma. There's no reset, no undo, no edit button in your life. You're the only person responsible for your actions, and you're free to choose whatever you want to take. But you're not free from the consequences. Doing nothing is also an action. As I used to say to my college students, if you're not proactive, by default, you go to chaos. So now we know that the important thing is, oh, when someone asks me what I did over the weekend, I squint and say, why? What did you hear? Hopefully it wasn't something noteworthy, but did you do what you say you were going to do? That's really the whole key. You walk your talk. You don't just talk the talk. You walk the talk. Did you do what you say you were going to do? And if not, why not? How do you hold yourself accountable? Speak to the person in front of you. Really important. Look at yourself squarely. Understand the emotions that are coming up. That's really important. Emotion is primary. Thinking is secondary. Be honest about what you fear, your anger, your sadness, anything you're hurt, feel bad about, but also your joy and your love. Be honest about that. Keep speaking to that person. Isn't that cute? And then, if you ask me in religious terminology, I would say I serve the living God. Like in the Good Samaritan, who's passed by the orthodoxy, and some person who's more like in the outcast aspect of society stopped by, ministered to the person, brought him to the inn, paid money to have him taken care of, then came back and checked on him again. So that's the idea of the Good Samaritan. Random acts of kindness. Why do you do that? Because you serve the living God. You see spirit in the other person. And then what are you putting off? Really important to understand time is finite here. Life is fatal. You never know when your last day is going to be. How do you make every day count? Sands of time are running out. There's no time out. You can't stop it. So that leads you to intimacy. How much do you want to share with another person? I know sometimes out of fear, we hold back because we think if we let the person know this will be a deal breaker in some way. So I just ask you, what haven't you told this person? If you want relationship based on intimacy, what's your withhold? And what's the cost of the withhold? Don't be like Homer Simpson with your bucket list, which is a bucket of chicken, a bucket of shrimp, a bucket of tartar sauce, a bucket of chili, a bucket of popcorn, a bucket of cholesterol medicine. But the idea is, what is on your list that you haven't done? And what would you have to do between now and when your death is to make that happen? Well, creativity to me is the most satisfying of all solutions to problems that we face. So, creativity means don't do things in the same way. Creativity is intelligence, having fun. I hope you have a joy buddy that you get together with and have fun with every day or every week. And then finally, remember, it's our health at an individual, collective, and planetary level we're talking about. Responsibility that we have to leave a legacy to the next generation. So share your gift and give a vision and help the young people come along. And then remember, as we all go into that silent space where we commune with the Spirit, there's 4 types of prayer according to the Catholic Church, but you can see this in every tradition. One is petition. You ask for yourself. You're supposed to realize that you're contrite and humble, and so you're supposed to feel the weakness, and it's perfected in the strength of the Spirit. You ask for yourself, perfectly okay. But not enough to just be self-centered. You also have to do what's called intercession. You plead on the behalf of other people. We're made in such a way that everyone's weal and woe is our weal and woe. Sometimes we don't feel it for the people who are impersonally connected to us, but we certainly feel it to our kith and kin. But if you open your heart to be like a Buddha, then you feel it for so many people. So you intercede on their behalf. The third aspect of what's called adoration. You pick any facet of the divine diamond and you rev out on that. The divine beauty, the divine inscrutability, the divine magnificence, the divine power, the divine healing, the divine whatever. Doesn't matter. Any one leads you to the other one because at the level of unity, they're all interchangeable. So find something that you enjoy about life, something you appreciate about life, and go deeper and deeper into it, and you learn what adoration is all about. And then finally, there's contemplation, where you empty your mind completely, as St. John of the Cross said, a naked intent stretching out unto God. You let go of all concepts, you let go of all idea of self, you let go of all idea of gaining, no past, no future, no gender. Empty completely, just to experience spirit in its own domain, without content. Let it take you over completely. The mystics call it the ultimate self-naughting, getting rid of yourself, getting rid of your separateness in order to fly in the spirit. Hope you enjoyed today's presentation, and we'll see you next week.